The pet store is certainly a very interesting Mickey Mouse short. It's nice to see Mickey Mouse in a slightly different environment, interacting with slightly different bits of animation, by which I mean we get some pretty interesting animals in this. This was released in 1933, directed by Wilfred Jackson, and stars the brilliant Walt Disney and Marcellite Garner as Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse respectively. And in this short, Mickey gets a new job at Tony's pet store. And at first, things seem to be going quite well. And then Beppo the Gorilla, who, yes, is in a cage in this pet store, escapes and puts Minnie at risk, and all kinds of chaotic things begin to happen. I won't say too much about what goes on because I don't want to spoil it, but I will just say think King Kong. It has a very kind of King Kong Fay Ray vibe to it, and Beppo is an interesting character. The animation style of the gorilla it definitely reminded me of King Kong. Considering the King Kong film came out the same year as this, I'm going to assume that there was a level of direct inspiration. Otherwise, it's a massive coincidence. But I really like the different animation style we get, seeing different animals animated. Mickey does talk as well. At this point, I'd say he talks in pretty much every short, but in this one he actually has a little decent amount of dialogue. Minnie is really sweet. She goes along and sees Mickey in his new place of work. They have a really nice relationship. Beppo as a character, I'm pleased is not a recurring character, but he was interesting enough for this one. I don't know why there was a gorilla in a pet store. It probably would have worked better if they made him a zookeeper and made him, I don't know, an attendant at a zookeeper or a feeder of the animals or something. That would have made a little bit more sense as to why the gorilla's in a cage in a pet store. I don't know. But I kind of liked, or I just found amusing, I guess, the way it kind of harked to King Kong. It was pretty interesting. I liked it. Had some good backing music, a pretty straightforward narrative that had a clear beginning, middle, and end, which a lot of shorts at this time did not. So that's something worth praising. And of course, the voice acting is brilliant. The pet store is not my favourite. It is not without its flaws. But I had a lot of fun watching it, and it's one that I will probably watch again at some point.